From familiar classics to newer voices like Bad Bunny or Sabrina Carpenter, this year's Grammys are drawing a lot of interest. We'll show you some of the new nominees.
It's important for me to be able to really bring live music back to the popular scene.
Canta con el corazón.
We're just trying to raise the bar for the game, period.
If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply.
And tonight on The Beat, we turn to the man in the center of the action, a Grammy-nominated songwriter, a producer, and now CEO of the Recording Academy that hosts the Grammys, Harvey Mason Jr. Welcome back.
Thank you, Ari. Appreciate it. It's great to be back. Those songs and the videos you just played are exactly why I'm so happy every day working at the Grammys. The show this weekend is going to be incredible. I love all the artists you showed, all the music. So excited.
Yeah, what's the theme or the vibe or a general momentum you feel going into this weekend?
It's nervous energy. A lot is happening. We're planning. Right behind me is the Grammy stage and the work that's being done to make the show possible, but also just working with all the different artists and their teams and selecting songs and performances and the staging. So it's an intense time right now, but it's the best time. It's Grammy week.
Yeah, and some of these artists, of course, have surged in ways that they're on everyone's mind. I know you love all the artists and nominees equally, part of your job, but Bad Bunny is big. Nobody denies that. Going into a potentially historic Super Bowl performance as well as the Grammys, let's take a look. What does Bad Bunny mean this year? And for some of our viewers who may be less hip to it, what do you think he's tapped into?
Oh, the cultural zeitgeist. He's moving the needle. I honestly, even some of those little dance moves, I got to have some of that in my game. I don't have that, but I'm loving what's happening with music in general. Just the globalization. It doesn't matter where you're from or even what language you're singing. People are resonating with music all around the world. And for me, like, what's better than that?
Yeah. I mentioned that you're a songwriter, and I think a lot of artists appreciate that about you. And you came up from a time that a lot of people recall, which was work, radio, performing, tours, build over time. That's changed. Everybody knows that. We see that from news to music. If you look at some of your nominees right now, like Addison Rae or Alex Warren, or folks who have really used social and TikTok first, how does that fit into the diversity you're showing this weekend?
I think it's great. It shows and means that it doesn't matter how you come up. It doesn't matter what technology or what tools you use. It's all about the creativity and how you give your art form in a delivery, in a song, in a lyric. I don't care if you've spent 10 years crafting it or if you've done it in a shorter period of time. If you've come up on TikTok or if you've gone the traditional route, it's all about the art and the art form. And that's why I'm proud of the work we're doing at the Grammy organization, is we're lifting artists regardless of where they're from or how they've done it.
Yeah. Genres come and go in different ways, and the Grammys are interesting because it shows some level of what the peers and what the experts kind of think is hot. Hip-hop had this resurgence here on The Beat. We love that. But this year, There's been a lot with pop, what we might just call the mainstream, pop. Taylor, Billie, Ariana, Bruno Mars had one of the biggest songs of the year, global. Lady Gaga up for awards. What does it tell you, or how do you view the really preeminence of pop this year among some of your nominees?
It tells me we've got a prolific group of creators writing those songs, producing those songs, performing them. But I also don't see it as specifically pop. Look at our general field. We have Latin, we have hip hop, we have all this diversity, even in just the general field category. So yes, pop is having a moment, and there are some just incredible artists and songs in that genre. But what excites me is that we're seeing people from all different types of genres, all being considered for a lot of our awards.
Yeah. We check the odds, and as with sports, it doesn't tell you much. But when you look at Album of the Year, for example, The odds are Bad Bunny high, Kendrick in the middle there, Lady Gaga and Sabrina. I got a two-part question. One, do you look at this as fun and indicative of anything or more of a distraction? And then two, a real question for someone in your position where there is power and interest on the line. Do you have to make sure that there's super confidentiality and everything else? Because like sports, you want it all to be fair and not be gamed, obviously.
Yeah, and we're very careful about that. We don't want to share any of the results before they come out on Sunday, and any of us don't know any of those results. Deloitte knows probably coming up here in the next couple of days, but no one else does. So I'm pretty confident there. As far as people trying to predict, I think it's great. I think it's a lot of fun. It shows people are interested, people are excited, and people are looking forward to the show. So all good with me.
Well, you just said something interesting that piques my journalist ears. You're telling, people don't realize this, you're telling everyone right now, you're the boss, you do a lot of important planning, but you're telling us as of this moment, even you don't know the winners because of that process you guys use.
I don't. We keep that totally separate from the Grammy organization. The accounting and the tabulation of the votes and the ballot is all handled by a third party, actually one of the biggest accounting firms in the world. So I like to be able to sit back, and I do find out a little bit before everyone else, but it's nice to just kind of appreciate the process and see who's going to win.
Yeah, fascinating. Finally, one of the things I've always loved about the Grammys is that it is a concert. You watch the Oscars, there's not a lot of acting. There's a lot of speeches. You go to the Grammys, and especially the last few years, I mean, you've taken over here in the last few years, and I think it's fair to say people have talked about you revitalizing it, broadening it. It's a great concert. You can't give away everything, but what are the acts and the things you are excited about on the concert side, the performance side this weekend?
Man, Ari, you are challenging my restraint because I want to share everything with you. And you've been such a great fan and supporter of music and the work we're doing. I would love to give you all the info, but right over my shoulder, they are building a crazy stage that's going to host so many amazing artists. And what I'm excited about is the diversity, the young, the up and coming, the next superstars, the icons, the legends, the surprises, the moments we're going to dance and party and sing and jump up and down on our chairs. And then the moments that maybe we cry and we think and we consider what's going on in the world. So that's all going to be on the show on Sunday, February 1st at 5 o'clock.
There you go. Well, I think a lot of people can agree that music still has this power. It does bring us together. And when different artists use it to push us to think or take in the world around us, that's a special thing, too. So we'll be watching. You know that here on The Beat. People at home can decide for themselves. Harvey Mason Jr., thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Ari. Always good.